This is a review of the Nanit Pro baby camera. Please subscribe and like this video. Thank you. This camera is advertised as the smartest baby camera on the market, and I have been using it for over a year now. Nanit has its own breathing wear. It comes with a piece of band with a pattern on it, and this is what the camera reads when the baby is breathing. If you decide to swaddle your baby though, this band cannot be used until the baby rolls over, which could be until they are 4 or 5 months old. When I realized this, our baby was already born, and it was quite a surprise that we had to purchase 3 swaddles with this pattern to ensure safe sleep for him. After purchasing the most expensive camera on the market, we had to get another 3 swaddles for $50. And this was just for age 0 to 3 months. Would have been another $50 to get another size up for 3 to 6 months. I will go into this later. The camera could be purchased with a floor stand, a wall mount, and a flex stand as well. We purchased with a floor stand because initially our baby was sleeping in our room in a bassinet. We wanted an easy way to transfer the camera into his room once he turned 6 months, and because we live in a rental, so we did not want to mount anything on the walls. The floor stand is indeed a very flexible tool. We purchased the travel stand, now called flex stand, which we use when we travel. But it needs something to stand on, so we usually put a bar stool next to his portacot and stack books on it, and that's where the monitor stands. The reason for purchasing a Wi-Fi camera was that my husband wanted to be able to watch our baby when he was at work, and we did not want to get really a separate device for this. We can have access to the camera from our phones. And all the grandparents and a lot of relatives live in another city, or in my case, overseas. So they also wanted to watch him. Although this really depends on the personality of the relatives, we have certain relatives who just love even watching him asleep, so it was worth for us. The app is quite useful. We could give different access to people. For example, we did not want the grandparents to hear us talking when the baby was in our room, so we turned the audio off. But all these things cost money. The camera comes with a very, very specific, very basic 1-year subscription. And if you want to add more people or want to have access to certain data, you have to pay. The subscription is $119 for a year, or $299 if you want to get all features. This is why probably it's called the smartest camera. It has a very, very big cost. We just have the middle subscription, the Insights Premium. One thing that was annoying is that the camera, being a Wi-Fi camera, does not work with a hotspot. So it happened with us a few times that the grandparents did not have Wi-Fi, or our accommodation, Airbnb, did not have it. So we could not use it at all. The breathing monitor was a massive fail, unfortunately. We used the swaddles initially, turned it on at night, and received a heart attack when, after a few days, all our phones were alerted and the camera started making noises too. Thank God it was a false alarm. Unfortunately, the same thing happened 3 nights in a row, and that's when we contacted support. They took their time, we being in Australia, them in the US, but it was fine. It was not their fault, obviously. Their reasoning, though, was that we should bring the camera closer to the bassinet, which was impossible because we had the floor stand and the height could not be adjusted. Ultimately, they said the floor stand is made for regular big cots, not for bassinet. That's it. I was very, very upset over this. The breathing monitor could not be used, or it was not useful for us. And we wanted to use it when he was tiny, not when he turned 6 months and moved in his big boy bed. So yes, we were not happy about this. And also because he was sick in the beginning when he was born, so we were anxious about his breathing. The camera has a nightlight function and white noise too, which both my husband and I found very, very useful. All in all, I would not buy this camera again. I would get a breathing monitor separately and just buy a simple camera. There are security cameras that can do the same job, and you can have access to it from your phone too. Thanks for watching. Bye.